Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few minutes ago, the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014. There's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go. And it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with their opponents. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 41 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ball game.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 24. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the red zone now, Mayfield pushes him over, able to fight through one tackle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Matt Amendola now for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. He'll have a first down past the 40, the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category, and that deserves a couple exclamation points. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. That will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
Here's Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. That's Davis. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. A carry here for Hunt. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Hunt. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Patriots have taken the lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They go quickly here out to Moore. Hook up a 15 yards there. And that'll make it a 2nd down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd and 8 coming up. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. From the shotgun, Wilson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Grady Williams picks it off, and the Patriots will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention, but sometimes the number just needs to be how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? He said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play fake. Mayfield. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he's brought down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Here's Mayfield. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. A free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. They go play action now. Wilson. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for, no gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. Only 29 yards on the punt there, definitely not his best. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield got his man complete over the middle. That's Davis. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the gun, Mayfield. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Mayfield off the play fake. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. This is Smith with a grab. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. .13 yards remaining on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You've got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline. We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 6 there on first. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the handoff, this is Brown. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he is going to have a Jets first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8, now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Second down and 8. That one's complete to Tomlinson. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Play action. It's Wilson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Pats are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
128 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Four yards remain for second down. They'll run again with Hunt. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Mayfield looks to throw. Flush to his right. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Jets will take over first and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They go play action with Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a big play that time by the Jets. What a luxury to have a tight end that can run a post route like that.
It's a luxury for the offense. It's an extreme luxury for the quarterback. Always has a great outlet and usually able to come up with a nice play down the middle of the field.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Handing it off to Brown. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from leading this game. Carlson on for the PAT. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Mayfield on first down. Able to shake him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Mayfield on play action. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Now it's 2nd and 9. They give it to Brown. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. They'll give him 4 yards there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Barnes. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. It's complete to Fells. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And to give this time to the tailback. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So a big one coming now for Daniel Carlson. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Carlson able to put this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield to throw. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Mayfield. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week in practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
So it's a victory here for